Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And once more we're back here with another tournament game. This one is from the Happy Hammer Cop Hammer Time, and we are in this stage 2, group stage, and we've got a match coming up here. So we're going second. We're going to jump straight into this one. All right. Not a super duper amazing trade, but Lyrebird always interesting, especially in these 1v1 games. So yeah, we are not going to get first dibs on that, but we'll see if it matters, of course, once we've taken a look at our starting hand, which we're going to do now. So what have we got to work with in this starting hand? And this is a very, very interesting one. Noisy Miner. Opening Forest Bird is potentially very, very strong, but also potentially got to be wary of giving eggs away to your opponent. So I think that might be something we look at, but yeah, other good options as well. Black Noddy I like. And even this American Coot as well is a good option. So we'll take a look. Does the bonus card change our mind? Well, that is a very difficult one. Mechanical Engineer, I think, should be, in theory, an easy 8 points. Now, I'm feeling quite nervous saying that because famous last words and all, but yeah, this is probably the best bonus card in the game, especially at the start. Give yourself the whole rest of the game to be scoring points off that. So yeah, definitely like that. And it's just a question of how we approach this. So yeah, I think as I say, I can definitely see myself wanting to get this Noisy Miner down and then start getting food and getting birds down. So I do like the Noddy, big points, and a decent brown power as well. But the American Coot for that bit of card cycle, we could be potentially doing a little bit of an air sando here where we just go in the wetlands and the forest. I don't think we're going to need to worry too much about grasslands here, given the egg source on this miner. So yeah, we might be playing miner, and then it might actually be, we might not use it where we take food first, because I think I'd like to keep all of these, or both of these birds in my hand, the Noddy and the Coot. So I could take food, play the Coot, then look at drawing cards, then maybe look at taking food once or twice and thinking about getting the Noddy down. So that might be the option. Or equally, we could just, yeah, get the Coot down and do quite a lot of digging. But I do like this Noddy, and I do think I want to be keeping that. So yeah, Lyrebird, that is going to be an interesting one. We'll see if my opponent picks it up. If they do, they're going to be copying potentially quite a strong bird here in this Noisy Miner. But yeah, we'll keep Mechanical Engineer. I think we're going to lock this in, and we'll see kind of how this goes. Yeah, kind of had to keep only 3 birds at the start, I think. Would have liked to keep more, but then you can't afford to pay food for the Noisy Miner, so you want to be able to get that down straight away, even if I'm not using this power, just so I'm getting the extra food. So they did indeed draw. We'll see if they do go and play that Lyrebird, because yeah, they are going to have quite a nice bird to copy it in the Noisy Miner. So we are going to play that. We are going to play that, and yeah, as I say, we want to get these wetland birds down. Probably doesn't matter too much if we don't get the Noddy down right away. I think the Coot is the important one, to be able to start taking cards, getting that card cycle, getting the point generation, but also just gaining cards, because with the miner, if we're tucking and laying eggs up here, we are going to want to have yeah, as many cards as we can to be able to do that. So there is potentially going to be an interesting interaction here. We'll see. Okay, it doesn't matter. I was going to say, if my opponent didn't play a bird, we could have potentially used this miner and got all the benefit. And if they didn't have a bird, they would not have been able to lay anything. You know, you need birds down to be able to lay eggs onto them. But Phoebe, okay, so this is interesting. So we might get some free worms, and that might actually help if we want to be playing this Noddy. So I think for now, we're just going to go ahead, grab these 2 notes, and we're going to skip. We're going to skip the miner. So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe that's controversial. We'll wait and see. But I think I want to be keeping. I want to be keeping both of these. Got some fish coming up in this feeder, so if they do indeed give me a free worm, thank you. That's very generous and very kind of you. So, I think we're going to play... Yeah, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to play the coop, keep the nectar. So now we can draw cards. We can then take food, and then we should be able to play the noddy, and then we're away. Then I think we just draw cards for a bit, see what comes up, see what we find, go back into that forest and take food when we find something worth playing. So that is definitely good workout for us. So Piebald Grebe is a nice option for my opponent. Let's go ahead and draw, and we're going to draw some pretty terrible stuff here. So I think the Nighthawk can definitely go. Cooper's Hawk is sort of interesting. I think we're going to be looking for better stuff than that. And I'm not really finding it, so... yeah, I think we proceed as planned. I don't know, I might keep this Vireo. That might not be a bad option. With the Starness for the Mechanical Engineer. With that third end of Ralgol as well, Birds in the Forest. And I think as well, the issue with this Noisy Miner, as good as it is, you're laying 2 eggs on that bird each time. So with those 6 egg spaces, it is a lot, but it is going to fill up quickly. So being able to play birds and being able to play lots of them, particularly these double birds, can help a lot with clearing out egg space there. So that is going to be something we have to pay attention to. But there we go. They are drawing cards. Maybe no surprise. And we're going to take food. So lots of nectar. This is going very, very nicely for us early on here. Getting all of this nectar and getting some eggs as well from this Noisy Miner. So yeah, as I said, it's going to give 1 away, which we do have to be wary of. And that is maybe going to help them out this end around goal, but it's good for our tempo. It's good to be able to get this black noddy down. Yeah, just with this nectar, and of course with the egg there, so very, very powerful indeed. And there goes the lyrebird. So we'll see. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're going to copy that Noisy Miner, but yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one to copy the miner with the lyrebird because you've only got 1 egg space there. So yeah. For all the reasons that Noisy Miner struggles with 6 egg spaces, lyrebird is going to struggle 6 times as much there. So we'll see. But yeah, for as long as we don't have any other brown powers in our forest that they can even think about copying, which is, to be fair, maybe another reason why I want to stay away from something like that Cooper's Hawk. But yeah, it definitely does give them maybe some difficulties to be... yeah, working through. So they do in theory have 2 birds to send around. And that might be something they look at laying eggs for, but we've got 1 on the miner. I think we're just content with that. And yeah, as I say, now we've got these 2 strong wetland birds down. This is going to be really good. So big points, this noddy, but also pretty good brown power. So yeah, we'll be hoping to get some fish there and looking to turn those into tuck cards. And yeah, that would just support doing a bit more digging. You know, we're only looking at 2 cards from the deck, but the coot helps with that card cycle. So we'll be looking at a third, scoring points while we do it. So yeah, I think while wetlands like this with the Grebe, of course, really strong where you see lots of cards at the same time, I think equally having a wetlands like this where you're scoring points, that gives you license to keep drawing because you know you score points while you're doing it. So it doesn't matter if you spend a few extra turns doing so. And all right, there we go. Speaking of digging, continues for them. We are going to likewise continue digging. Ringbill Gull is very, very nice. And okay, well, I mean, we've got the fish, which we could potentially be using to play it right off the bat. But I think, yeah, I think we're going to discard. I think I'm going to discard these fish in the interests of points because we have got good food access and this quail. Never going to use you, so you can go. House Red is definitely tempting for all the reasons that the Red-Eyed Vireo was. It is definitely interesting, but I think I'll leave it for now. And okay, Ibis is also a nice big point bird, so yeah, could potentially look at getting that done in the wetlands, but Ringbill Gull as well. I do like. So we could potentially look at getting food. I think I'm going to be getting food next round. Okay, yeah, they have laid eggs anyway. So I was going to say, if using the miner helped them qualify for this in a round, it's not something I'd be too enthusiastic about. But yeah, I think I'll draw again. I'm okay delaying this because I want that reroll on the feeder if I can get it, get the nectar, get this goal down, and then continue drawing. So for now, we'll just keep going as planned. We're going to keep getting these 2 fish each time. This is very, very nice. This is working very well, this noddy. So, yeah, I think we do discard again here. It's kind of tempting to keep just because we're actually not really finding too many amazing forest birds, but I think I'm going to keep discard again. Yeah, woodpecker is sort of interesting. It is sort of interesting. I think maybe... if I had to choose between the falcon and the ibis, I probably would choose the falcon because those eggs might come in handy. So ibis can go. Do we take the hawk? We could potentially, if we pick up the hawk, we could take food and then double play Vireo into hawk. That might not be a bad idea. So I'll pick it up as an option. But who knows? Maybe something better will come up in the round 2 trade. So there we go. We do lose the end of round, but that was sort of to be expected. What have we got to work with? Okay, well, we're going to have to draw because Franklin's Skull's popped up. I don't necessarily think I want it, but I definitely don't want them having it. So yeah, we're gonna take that. And to be fair, Carrion Crow. Are we interested in Carrion Crow? I think we might be. We'll pick it up anyway. And all right, yeah, Noddy isn't going to keep working every single time. Maybe not too surprising there, but okay, let's get rid of this black woodpecker. And okay, we're getting some more predators, and this kind of does make me maybe lean into the Carrion Crow as an option. Could definitely see that working. Tawny Frogmouth is a pretty reliable point scorer. So yeah, could potentially get that down either in the forest or the wetlands, to be honest. I'd probably... I don't know. It's always an interesting dilemma when you've got a lyrebird on the other board, because you kind of don't want to play anything too strong, because you know your opponent's going to be able to copy it. And that's kind of not what you want in these games, is to give your opponent strong powers. So yeah, it might be something to consider, but they are taking food and giving me worms, so I definitely like that. I definitely like that because we are going to need some food. But okay, so this Franklin's got, I think this can go. You know, I've got nothing else really for the Grasslands. I could go Frogmouth there, but I kind of don't want to. And I like my card access already in the wetlands, so yeah, I think if I take food, that can get tucked. And yeah, maybe this Vireo goes as well. I'm just trying to work out how many times I can take food. I would like to take food and play the Frogmouth. I'm trying to work out if I can get the Frogmouth, the Hawk, and where's it gone? Carrion Crow. I'm trying to work out if I can get all of those down this round, and I might be able to. So at the very least, we'll take food now. And yeah, Franklin's Skull. Franklin's Skull can go. And hopefully we can start playing some of these birds. Because as I say, we have got some good ones. And potentially the teal synergy here, you know, even if I'm only playing 2 of these predator powers, that's 6 caches off this Carrion Crow, so that's a very strong power. There's more birds down for Mechanical Engineer, though. It's got to be said, we've got lots and lots of platform nests. Definitely, yeah, I'm going to want to look at this Falcon for the ground nest, and I'd say the Skull as well, so we've definitely got some good options. Just about working out how to get them all down. So Pheasant Kukul going in. That's kind of interesting. So pink egg laying power. Well, I don't think I'm going to be laying eggs ever. So that probably won't get activated. But maybe they just needed something in the grasses for this end around. Or maybe they think I'm going with the Franklin Skull. Well, I'm not. It's already gone. Sorry. That ship has sailed. So, okay, right. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? I'm wondering if actually, if we could do the Hawk, the Falcon, and the Carrion Crow, rather than the Frogmouth, because the Frogmouth might be a bit expensive. If I did Frogmouth, I'd have to take food twice to play everything, although to be honest, I might have to take food twice anyway. No, but I think I can get away with taking food once. Play the Hawk. I suppose it is lots of worms, but these do mostly need worms. So yeah, I could do Hawk. Take food. I'd have to tuck something, so it probably would be the Vireo. And then Falcon and Carrion Crow, and then I could maybe even draw cards. I think I like that. So let's get this Hawk down. Yeah, if I can get some of these Predators out. And if they want to give me a bit of free food, I mean, this Phoebe is still in play. I think they probably will still keep using it. You know, they've got a lot of card access. They're drawing quite aggressively, so they're going to want food to be able to play some of those birds. And I'm sure Phoebe is going to help out with that for them. So yeah, they'll take a food here. And we'll see. I'll say the more worms that come through, the better. And there we go. We're getting another one. And there's 2 nectar in the feeder, so that was very generous. To leave me such nectar. Okay, they are. I think that was copying the Hawk. It's going to be so hard to track. I think they did already have the egg on there from the last round, and they won't have used that up. So okay, that does make sense. Yeah, that they are going to copy the Hawk. We're going to take these nectars, and the Hawk is going to hit for me as well. So that's fine. Yeah, what do we get rid of? Maybe it's this girl, actually. I do like this, but I think Eleanor's Falcon with the Crow, and I think keeping this this Vireo is appealing as well. I say with Mechanical Engineer, these star nests are so helpful, but that end of round goal as well. So yeah, maybe slightly begrudgingly, perhaps, but I think this Ringbill Gull does go. And okay. Yeah, I think we play Carrion Crow. It's unlikely I'm going to get another worm. If I do get another worm, I could always double play in the forest, and that would be pretty nice. I'm trying to work out if it's even worth me laying eggs in this end of round. I would kind of suggest it's probably not, given that I only get 2 eggs, I only get 2 points from the end of round, and I'm actually giving them a point with the Kugel, so it would only be 3 points to lay eggs. That doesn't feel worth it, given the strength of my other habitats. Okay, they're drawing, and I think they picked up something. I've been Snowy Owl. But okay, yeah, we're going to play... I think we're going to play Carrion Crow, because they're going to play stuff. Yeah, if we do it like this, we get our token nectar spent in the grasslands, and we're also keeping an extra nectar, so we can play Eleanor's Falcon. So that makes sense. That works out well. And yeah, we can perhaps look at drawing cards. I think draw cards next round, and then we'll take food and we'll try and get this Frogmouth, maybe the Vireo down as well. I think if we can get some more forest powers, or just forest birds, but if they're brown powers, good point scoring ones anyway, then that'd be nice. But yeah, more birds up in the forest with that end of round coming up definitely would be nice. We'll take a little bit of a look ahead to that last end of round. I think I said this as well in a recent video, but anytime I see these beak pointing left or right, I just ignore them. I just ignore them. So we are going to get a few down. We've already got a few down. Australian Raven go down. Okay, actually, maybe they will take more food then. That's going to be more Phoebe activations, but they've still got 2 nectars, so we'll see what they're going to do with that. We're going to get our Eleanor's Falcon down, and yeah, that's another one that points left. So we have sort of coincidentally got loads of them down, but I'm certainly not going to play something purely because it's beak points in a certain direction. It's got to work for me for other reasons as well. And yeah, as I say, Eleanor's Falcon here definitely does with the Carrion Crow. Good synergy. I think, is that already one set? No, what are we missing? Oh, we haven't got any cavity nests. Okay, well, we'll look for some of those. Cockatiel, maybe, but I think I'd look for something more exciting than that at this stage of the game. So yeah, hopefully we can find some more, because like I said, at the moment it's very platform nest heavy. I would like a bit more variety there to help me score points off Mechanical Engineer. So yeah, 8 points, got to be the target there, and we've got to try and do everything within our power to achieve that and score those points. So what are they doing? Playing Snowy Owl, as sort of expected. And yeah, I think they're lining themselves up here to win this end around, and they certainly are going to do that. So we are going to draw cards. See what we get. Well, that's a cavity nest. That is a cavity nest, so that might be something we look at. That is maybe a bit late, but it's kind of hard to say. We're going to keep getting some fish, so that's good. I think we're going to keep discarding them. Yeah, I think rough has to go here. In all likelihood, with the noisy miner, I'm going to try and end with 0 cards, so I wouldn't get any benefit off that last round. So we can get rid of you. The Crested Pigeon. It's another platform nest, but if we're going forest, that could be an option. That could definitely be an option, but yeah, this Black Noddy is we kind of got all experiences here. We've had it hit 2 dice, 1 dice, no dice. Always is a bit of a mixed bag, but I think if you're hitting about 1 on average, which it seems to be doing, it's keeping pace with the coot. I think if it can continue to do that throughout this game, that is a pretty good level to be performing at, and yeah, just really helps with the point scoring element of this wetland. So see what my opponent's going to do. Yeah, they don't need to lay eggs, so maybe draw more cards. It's never ideal to be taking food, I think, on the last turn of the round with this nectar situation. You want to be able to grab nectar early in the round and make use of it. So yeah, I'd certainly imagine they'd want to leave that for now at least. But yeah, we have a bit of direction. So I could definitely see myself wanting to play the woodpecker and the frogmouth and the vireo up in the forest, and then maybe that justifies the pigeon as well if we can get loads of seeds. But we'll kind of wait and see on that for now. We'll take our Carrion Crow caches, 2 of them for now. Pretty good. Yeah, another end of round goal loss, so do have to watch out for those because they will add up. So I'm not actually sure what my opponent did. I think they must have drawn cards. Because yeah, doesn't look like they've got too many extra eggs compared to what they had, but certainly imagine they might take food now. And yeah, I'm going to keep saying it, but if more worms come through, that's certainly going to help out. So I think with the Raven in play, that Australian Raven, I think they would certainly be tempted into using this Phoebe a bit more and giving out the worms. But we'll see. We'll see on that. So yeah, Australian Ibis is in the tray. That's potentially an interesting one, potentially one we could look to get down in our wetlands. Guaranteed point every time. You know, worst case scenario, it's a point. Best case scenario, you find a bird that's so good that you're happy to sacrifice the point and keep it in your hand. And I don't think that's ever a bad thing to be in that sort of position. So yeah, that may well be something we go and look at. But for now, opponent taking food. We'll see if we get a free worm. But yeah, I think maybe we do get a free one. Very nice. So that sort of makes me think doing this double play into the woodpecker could be a good option. That's going to use all my eggs, so I'm then going to want to take food. I mean, it's going to use all my food as well, so I'm definitely going to want to take food and then look at playing something like the frogmouth. If that's the case, I'm going to need something to go ahead and tuck under the miner. So I think we do go ahead and draw. Don't think this cuckoo especially interests me. The only cup nest space, well, I suppose maybe this vireo, but yeah, I don't see them laying eggs too frequently for the rest of this game, so I think that can probably get tucked. And yeah, just trying to think this out with the ibis. 5 turns left. A double play in the forest. Take food, play a bird. Take food, play a bird. That sort of lines up with what I'd want to be doing. I think probably, if I'm honest, I think this pigeon probably does go. because I'm going to want to spend that food on playing stuff. So I think, yeah, I think we're going to pick up this ibis. And lots and lots of nectar there, which hopefully we can go and grab when we go and take food. But yeah, I think we can do, so we'll do this double play, get the frogmouth down, get the ibis down in the wetlands. And yeah, that should set us up nicely. I think we're probably going to draw cards, I don't know, once more. Maybe we draw cards once more in that final round. And then it's probably just going to be taking food, scoring points there, you know, playing some big point birds. I don't know. I'm sort of tempted to still keep this pigeon, I'm going to be honest. Just trying to think like the number of times I'd be taking food in that last round. Another pink power going out. I would have lots of it, so okay, yeah, there. And maybe trying to fill up this forest. We would do our double play though. I think this is still worth it with this woodpecker. I think this is still worth it. So yeah, that just gives us a bit more scope to be hitting mechanical engineer. So we have now got the lower bound, and yeah, we've got one of each. We've got a second platform. The star nest can count as anything. So we basically just need 2 more nest types that are not platforms. We should be good to go. So yeah, maybe it's too late on this ibis. Maybe it's too late on this ibis. So we could hold off on that. Could draw cards again actually this round. I think I'm going to take food, assuming that there still is a nectar there. I think I'll take food, play the frogmouth. Okay, well, there's not lots of nectar there. Maybe now's the time to draw cards because lots of dice for falcon to work with. So I do kind of want to be drawing cards in the last round though, to give myself as much as possible to work with. So let's take food now. So that's worked out well. Get our cash there. That's going to miss, but we'll get the tuck and the eggs of the miner. So frogmouth can go down up in the forest, and that should put us in hopefully a very good position for this end around, because yeah, they have got a lot of food, but not a lot of turns to be playing so many birds up in the forest. So we'll see what they do. Maybe they did pick up the double bird that came up earlier. But at the very least, yeah, we're going to be getting a tie. And of course, frogmouth with the carrion crow. We're going to be getting some good synergy there. So yeah, get this down. I think in theory, if we do get all the seeds for this pigeon, it will be worth it. It's just tricky because, you know, we've got this woodpecker, we're going to want to be taking seeds for that. Fish crow up in the forest, okay. Maybe they've got omnivore. I might explain some of these plays that would otherwise seem a little bit odd. But yeah, we're going to need seeds for the woodpecker, and getting 8 more for the pigeon. It's a bit tricky, but let's get this frogmouth down. Get the frogmouth down, so we are, yeah, set up well here. Going into the final round, got a good forest, so we can just use that a few times. And hopefully, yeah, as I say, just need something. Need some more nest types for this mechanical engineer. So some nice big point, you know, there's big point grass and bonus card birds maybe want to come up and give us something to work with to try and hit mechanical engineer. That would certainly be nice. But we'll wait and see on that. So yeah, do think probably, given they play fish crow, they probably, and still kept 2 nectar, I think they've got something else up their sleeve to be playing in the forest. And yeah, laying eggs, certainly imagine something will go up there, but we're going to take food, and that is not what we wanted to see. So maybe pigeon goes out the window then. Yeah, I think actually we're just going to go ahead and grab a bunch of nectar. So, okay, I think that's okay. Yeah, we'll take a worm. Cache that. You're going to miss again. I think we do these. So, yeah, we'll do ibis. I'm sort of tempted. I'm going to be honest. I'm sort of tempted to play this in the grasslands. Just because it is that stage of the game where I'm starting to look at the nectar points. And we're looking pretty comfortable in the grasslands. I think we're going to lose the forest because I'd imagine that's where this bird is coming on their last turn. So if we can try and compete in the grasslands, spend 3 there. That could be worth doing, but yeah, okay. Pesket's parrot has gone down. So they might get a little bit of usage out of that, but I do imagine that was probably for the end of round. So, okay. Oh, where do we play this ibis? Where do we play the ibis? We get another point if it's in the wetlands. We get another card to look at. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the wetlands, even though the game wants me clearly to put it in the grasslands there. But yeah, I think, I don't know, we'll play it safe, get it down here, and maybe make use of that power when we do draw cards. So Karen Crow, 3 more caches. Doing the business there, very, very nice. And okay, time the end round. What have we got in the tray? Okay, we have got Goldfinch, which is a cup nest. So we could look at picking that up, but I think if we do pick it up, it's going to be with the coot at the end of our turn. So what else are we going to find? Lots more cup nests, lots more platform nests. What's the ibis going to give us? Okay. Yeah, not really finding the stuff we want to be playing, so I think we tuck here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth playing 2 low point birds just for mechanical engine, so we'll tuck you. Vulcan is going to hit, very nice. Magnoli's going to hit as well, that's also pretty nice. So we'll take the tuck there, and I think we just got to keep gambling. So to be fair, that was a 4-point turn, so not too shabby. But yeah, just not finding the birds we want. Not finding the birds we want. But let's see. I think we'll just dig again. We'll dig again, and hopefully, I mean, if we get really lucky and we get 2 birds that we can play, I think we take food once and we play both of them. As long as they can, yeah. As long as, I suppose we need one of them to be in the grasslands because we're kind of running out of space here, but that would potentially work if we can find what we're looking for. So they are taking food, giving me another worm, so a bit more flexibility. Doubt it will actually help, but we'll see. We're going to draw again. It's just all the forest birds. Okay, that's more like it, and it's a falconer bird. Okay. Now we are talking. Now we are talking. Worth keeping you rather than the tuck. I'm just trying to think what else. Okay, so if we do play this penguin, we need a cup, a cavity, or ground nest. They can go in the grasslands, and all of these are forest. We do have the goldfinch in the tray, so that goldfinch, that would then be worth. It's 2 points to play it. And another 5, so it would be a 7-point play. Yeah, that feels worth it to me. That feels worth it to me. So I think here we can. Just trying to think if we need to keep this fish so we can use it on the penguin. I don't think we need to though. Don't think we need to, so we can get rid of that, and yeah, we'll do tuck, and I think this is worth it. I think this is worth it. Strange as it's going to seem, so we'll pick that up. And alright, Casa Sparrow would have been better. Its beak does point in the right direction, so I do have a feeling we're going to lose this in a round. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything I can play, even if I wanted to, so that's definitely going to cause a bit of a struggle. So Shoveler going down, that points left, that will win in the end round. But okay, no more cards in hand, so they might just be laying eggs. I suppose they take food again for the Raven, but we'll kind of see. We're going to grab this Nectar while it's here, hope for a bit more on the reroll. We do indeed get that, so that's lovely. And we're going to get our cash as well on the Frogmouth, and I think we can cash this as well. So yeah, we would do 3 Nectar on the Penguin, and then a Nectar and 2 Worms here, and that works out. Lovely stuff. So this Cooper's Hawk's been absolutely terrible for us. I think it's worked better for my opponent. Yeah, they've got 2 tucks. And they've not even copied it every time because they've been copying some of these caching powers. So yeah, that definitely didn't work out quite so well, but sometimes it's out of your control, and this feels like one of those situations. But not to worry. Not to worry. We can still get everything we want down. That's the main thing. Finding this Penguin was nice. Yeah, with the extra cash on the Carrion Crow, helping towards Mechanical Engineer, so should be a good score. Definitely kind of tapered off a bit towards this end game, but that sort of happens. I think when you come into the final round and you've got to draw twice because you don't have anything good to play, this can happen. So yeah, it was good to have this nice wetlands where we were at least scoring points. I think to have that license to do the card drawing late on and still score points was definitely nice, but yeah, we would maybe preferred to not have to do it. So okay, they did take food. Okay, yeah, they are almost certainly going to be spending this Nectar in the grasslands, so that's fine. By me, I think we just go ahead. Yeah, just trying to work out if it makes a difference on final food where we play these. And I don't think we do because we're going to have to overpay one way or another. So let's get this Penguin down. And yeah, I mean, I suppose, to be honest, what did I say this was? 7 points, yeah. I mean, there is like some universe where drawing cards is better because Penguin gets like 3 caches, Noddy gets 2 tucks or something. But yeah, playing Goldfinch here is the far safer play, and it's definitely the one I'm going to want to be doing here. So yeah, as I say, probably straightforward for my opponent here. Legs twice, only 4 points. Not the greatest, but it's points nonetheless. And they're going to get 5 of that Raven as well, so that is not too shabby. But Goldfinch going down. We'll take our 3 seeds. Maybe that's going to matter if we if we get as far as a food tiebreaker. I really, really hope it doesn't come down to that, but you never know. You never know. But we've done what we can. We maxed out this Mechanical Engineer, so it did take maybe a little bit more work than I would have liked. But 8 points is 8 points. I think you're always happy to see that on the bonus card at the end of the game. So yeah, we await and see what our opponent's got. May well be a strong Omnivore score, but we'll see. We are getting a strong Carrion Crow score, that is for sure. 9 caches in only 3 rounds. I think that's pretty good work. So yeah, we do lose that end of round. I feel like there's not too much we could have done in any of those end of rounds, but that is just how it goes sometimes. So onto the yellow powers, and they get their caches. So yeah, Nectar strong as well. So we're losing the Nectar and we're losing end of round goals. So we're going to have a bit of work to do to try and catch up on those fronts. But so hopefully we've got enough points in the other areas. We're going to find out as we jump here to the final score. So we do have a lot of big point birds. I think that has definitely been a strength of our game. So hopefully we can pull a bit of a lead. Yeah, 51 is nice. And 8 on the bonus cards is solid. So we are in the lead. But as I said, end of round goals, that is where my opponent pulls it back. And we had no eggs, so we are falling back. We're falling back, but caches and tuck cards is hopefully going to put us into the lead. 24 tuck cards is very strong. Is it enough to hold on? It is. With those few Nectar points at the end, it is a win there. 115 to 103. So yeah, 24 tucks. I've got to be honest. That's a lot more than I was expecting. I suppose when they're all spread out, yeah, like 6 on the Miner, 8 on the Coot, 7 on the Noddy. You know, these are not huge numbers on their own, but added up, they yeah, they do add up to a big total. So that was definitely nice. Yeah, 8-point mechanical engineer, also good. So let's take a look at the bonus cards over here. Okay, it wasn't omnivore, but ethologist for 6 is solid, and getting 3 even off that grass and data analyst, I don't think that is too shabby at all. So yeah, pretty solid game. Pretty solid game. As I said, maybe tapered off a little bit at the end, but I think we just about held on. Some of those slightly strange plays, Goldfinch at the end, but I think it was yeah, necessary, and did just about get us over the line there for the win here in this group stage. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. If you want to see more tournament games, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please do follow along, and thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in another video soon.